Chief Minister Nongthong Mombarin lauded state sportspersons for their contribution in sports sector, says they deserve highest honor and respect from all sections. A 34-year-old man shot and injured by unidentified gunmen in Imphal East District, undergoing treatment at Roch Medicity in critical condition. Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan stresses need for collective efforts of government and private sectors to boost healthcare sector. Meitei community across state observes Lamta Thangcha, the first Saturday of Lamta month in Meitei lunar calendar, with ritualistic fervor. The Kwagaital Ningthem Chakarong route dug up as irate residents protest against inordinate delay in road repair work. And security forces clamp down on drug trafficking, arrest drug peddler and seize brown sugar at Lilong. Hello, you're watching IS Primetime English News. Before we begin, IS News would like to remind our viewers to practice physical distancing, hand hygiene, wear masks, protect yourself and get vaccinated to ward off COVID-19. I am JESSIA OINAM, giving you the news in detail. Chief Minister Nongthong Mombarin lauded the sports players of Manipur for their immense efforts and contribution in the sports sector and asserted that they deserve the highest honor and respect from all sections of people. The Chief Minister was speaking during the observance of Sanaroi Singinumit 2023 at Kuman Lampak Sports Complex in Imphal today. The event was organized by Directorate of Youth Affairs and Sports. Chief Minister Mombarin acknowledged the contributions of the sportspersons and said that they have made the nation proud and brought recognition to the potentials of Manipur. He maintained that the state government had been giving utmost emphasis in the sports sector and will continue to support and encourage them, stating that the state is facing various challenges from drug menace, which is posing much threat to the youths and society, and as such, he emphasized the significance of sports movement and deemed it necessary to save the youths. Birin said that Sanaroi Singinumit Players' Day is being observed in the state as the recognition to the dedication and achievements of the veteran sportspersons of the state. He mentioned that Maricom Boxing Academy and another academy for Laishram Sarita had also been opened in the state and added that processes are underway to construct a hostel for the academy. The minister also took the chance to inform that funds had also been allocated to the budget for setting up of a training center for weightlifter Iscom Mirabai Chanu. He also informed that the government had concluded its talk with the All India Football Federation to set up a football academy in the state. Birin said that the Manipur Olympian Park at Sangaitel will have an excellent training center to provide training facilities. He disclosed that a football stadium with a crowd capacity of 75,000 people will be constructed in Imphal West, with Indian Railways and land had been identified for the same. He also informed that another 8 football grounds will be constructed under PM Divine. Birin stated that a pension scheme for unemployed sportspersons and coaches of 60 years and above who have represented the state in national and international level events had been launched. He also informed that Chief Ministers Akhanaba Sanaroi Singhi Tengbang CMAST had been launched with an outlay of 7.36 crore rupees. Meanwhile, the Chief Minister also advised the young players on the importance of taking both education and sports along to achieve success in life. He also stressed the need of proper planning and systematic way in grooming the young sports players of the state to achieve more medals in different tournaments. The Chief Minister urged all the stakeholders of the sports sector to do away with self-interest and work as a team to develop the sports sector for the future generations.
Alaman singna aduga matam gilak sarkar na elder singna sports fu kaya mo yamna pami aduga yokat pa pami have the machine takpane akogi association singda ani thoga karam mana thado ino karam mana salo dino ada du tharu re ye was madu yaraktre ye moi tim du sal le ye sate chumbra number khangde ko sima khatanga masi gi kharasi systematically layar na ina kogi team sangpatung amaba karam bok tu ino karam bado honor to du ino karina kamaina de kanana recognize or ino si akhoi the confusion chalale media da karida amad lakpane na akhoi khara ai mioi bane no sidol le bone akhoi leidingai hingingai da akhoi gi kari dorum ge ba du khara thanamaga loire ulammaga loire aduna ai gi ba pot khara thadok narga mamang da mayam ge pot tun mang tharaga thamaga de thabak si ngambane the football ground huji at least sigi khumalapaki simaina saba ko stadium ani stadium ama railway ga orga tawgada Imphal West soba 75,000 capacity 75,000 yeng ba ba mi adugi Imphal West ko lam identify tawre madugi ko.
Speaking at the event, Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Govindas Konthausam said that the state had been observing Sanaroi Singidumit ever since the year 2000 to mark the achievement of the players of the state in the 5th National Games hosted by the state. He continued that Manipur, though a small northeast state, is a strategic tiny state and is known to others for its contribution in the field of games and sports. He maintained that as such, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had taken the decision to set up the National Sports University in the state, acknowledging the dedication of the veteran sports persons of the state. Speaking on the achievements of the sports players of the state, he stated that Manipur had so far produced 19 Olympians and added that the state had produced the biggest number of Olympians in terms of per capita. The sports minister also thanked Chief Minister for taking up certain initiatives to develop the sports sector and asked the players to take this opportunity in developing the sector. 4 senior-most players of the state footballers, L. Napakumar, Laishram Ramkumar, and M. Ramjoy, and senior-most athletic player, H. Jamuna, were honored and felicitated on the occasion. Coaches of regular coaching classes, RCC, were also felicitated during the event. The Chief Minister also felicitated gold medal winners in Khelo India Youth Games 2023 held in Madhya Pradesh. Later, a players' run participated by many young players of the state was flagged off by Chief Minister and Bahrain as a part of the observation. President of Manipur Olympic Association, Dr. T.H. Radheshyam, Principal Secretary Yas S.S. Chabra, Director Yas T. Phulen Maitai, Olympians, renowned sports personalities and sports enthusiasts took part in the event. A 34-year-old man was shot and injured by unidentified gunmen in Imphal East District. The injured man has been identified as MD Mustaqim alias Mitku, son of MD Maniruddin of Kumidog Masjid Maninglaikai in Kurai in Imphal East District. According to police sources, the shooting occurred around 8 last night. Mitku suffered grievous bullet injuries in the head. He was immediately rushed to Raj City for treatment following the incident. His condition is stated to be critical. Meanwhile, the police have registered a case in connection with the incident and investigations are underway. However, no individuals or outfits have claimed responsibility for the shooting till the time of filing this report. Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan stressed the need for collective efforts of the state government and private sectors to boost the healthcare sector. The minister was speaking at the 19th Foundation Day of Raj City Hospital today. The event was held at the hospital's multipurpose hall at North AOC in Imphal. Minister Dr. Ranjan said that the healthcare sector has witnessed a paradigm shift in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic, adding that the health system, preparedness facilities, and healthcare infrastructure have all been changed in effort to tackle the pandemic. He also mentioned the changes brought about by every by the ever-changing information technology IT in the healthcare sector and asserted that numerous new services such as telemedicine and tele-ICU have been introduced to provide and support healthcare service. The minister said the state government is putting effort to ensure such services are reached to the people of the state. He further cited the healthcare initiatives taken up by the government for the well-being of the people of the state, adding that various schemes and services, including distribution of health cards, have already been implemented. He further urged those in the medical field to execute duty diligently and maintain professional ethics at all times.
Great nation India ki jaga khuding like an Aadhaar card paira kan health ke data je thamna be damakta dumai aduna sigi wakhal lon the government is working hard yamna kanna digitization process. We have the HIMS, every data akupa data PHSC level of the data and you got digital be damakta every one of us here, everyone, every individual in this world will live with hopes, dreams, and aspiration. Hopes, dreams, and aspiration. Managing director now. It's an ever-growing, every day, every moment. Rats hospitals growth or service to the people. Private sector, we in the government acknowledge, sincerely acknowledge COVID ki matam da tawbudu acknowledge.
Speaking at the event, Chairman of Raj Medicity, Managing Director H. Rajan, urged the people to take up private jobs and explore their creativity and skill to ease the unemployment crisis facing the state. He maintained that Raj Medicity was established on February 2005 and started operating with just 34 beds before it was later renamed as Raj Medicity on June 27, 2014, with opening of a specialty and super specialty care. He added that the hospital has now 400 beds and specialist doctors. He also highlighted the services provided by the hospital to the people ever since its inception. A new ambulance service named Raj Free Ambulance Service was launched to mark the occasion. Chairman of Manipur State Power Company Limited, MSPCL, and Thanga MLA D. Robindro, doctors, nurses, staff, and many eminent persons took part in the event.
2020 March COVID se America ka chalo batang mai bandagi bingi ever kane be madana he lakde Manipur ki ma thathen ni ke alemu phadna 2020 ki February ki tang ma da koi foundation de hek pangthok palo ba COVID se adum lakde March se yam ko picture ha ga yo as madam de angpuni magi hamba lakko madam adan maram marga sumba foundation de pangthok pali pose koi phangakta bani mase koi unit mase yam important kai no importance. Monday ke na Raj Medicity na 2005 ta oinai ba ma ke standard ka ma ke activities public ta Manipur ki praja ta piri ba service to ki quality madu matam du lai ba potu ga hojiki ko le ba Raj Medicity ki service of quality ka quality of service adu ki posi.
Meitei community across the state observed Lamta Thangja, the first Saturday of the month of Lamta in the Meitei lunar calendar, with ritualistic fervor. Amaibi made offerings to drive away the evil spirit so as to ensure peace and prosperity. The day is observed with a Saroi Khangba ritual led by priests and priestesses, participated by the local women folk. The Saroi Khangba is performed at the junctions where three roads meet. Households contribute items from their kitchen like rice and vegetables and money to conduct the ritual. The performer beats drum and play penna and dance with sword and theme to drive off the evil spirits believed to be present amid the town. Uncooked foods and flowers were offered along with money to appease the soul-thirsty evil spirits and asked to live. Individuals coming across the ritual site also made offerings as a traditional belief so that they are not harmed by the evil spirit. It is also believed that Saroi Khangba is performed so that all evil thoughts perish and the new year begins with peace and harmony. In connection with the Lamta Thangja, the state also has a traditional story of a young boy called Hanjunaha who was killed by the evil spirit Saroi Ngaroi when he went to meet his fiancée, Lairo Rembi. Hanjunaha hesitated his mother's advice not to cross the home gate, cautioning him of presence of Saroi Ngaroi on the Lamta Thangja. The legendary story cautions of existence of evil spirits in the Lamta month, especially on Saturdays when the clout of the evils demanding for humans as food dominates. After the offerings are made to the evil spirits, people offer cooked foods to the deity, Ibuto, of the village, who protects the village, and share the food together. The remains of offered rice were provided to each families of the village. Meanwhile, members of Khwairaman Nupi Kaithel, Sinpham Amadi Saktam Kanbalup, Khwairaman Nupi Kaithel, Semgat Sagat Lup, on behalf of the three Imam markets of Khwairaman Kaithel, also observe Lamta Thangja at Khwairaman today. Seasonal flowers, vegetables, fruits, grains and fish were offered to the unknown forces and spirits. Saroi Khangba ritual was also performed in every locality. Fuming over the alleged inordinate delay in repair of Puakaithel Ningthem Chakarong route, irate residents blocked the road stretch today, demanding the government to take immediate steps to patch up the dusty road. Locals of the area came out on the road since 10 a.m. and blocked the road using logs, boulders and pipes, obstructing vehicular movement in the area. Speaking to media on the sidelines of the protest, Youth Development Club cum Mina Library advisor Thaunau Jam Brojendro said that the road stretch located in between Kaishamthong and Nauria Pakhanglakpa constituencies was stuck up for installation of water pipes by the PHED department 7-8 months ago. He expressed discontentment over the failure of the authorities concerned to look into the condition of the road stretch till date. He highlighted the difficulties faced by the locals and passerbys owing to the dilapidated condition of the road. He expressed concern over the frequent exposure to road dust and said it might cause adverse health effects among the people. He warned that locals will block the road indefinitely if the repair work is not done at the earliest.
सरकार की मरुइना पब्लिक हेल्थ इंजीनियरिंग डिपार्टमेंट हाइजे तारे सब्जेक्ट टू करेक्शन कोई प्रजा मैम सिंह की वेलफेयर की तमकता कोई इसिंग क्लीनअप की अचौबा मोय मेजर प्रोजेक्ट ओरम बे असिगी मखादा एखुगी पाइप फुंबगी थबक सिगी सरुक अमोयना कोई लंबी से था तरुक कुंबो ओरम गने खले सिदगी कोई लंबी से तखखारगा पाइप फुंबगी थबक चि तौखि लोसन दसु लोसन दे एनीवे लोसन दबई वाफम जिमा कोई की स्वागी एरिया खर सिदैदा तौरमी बपोचे कोई प्रजा सिंह की मरुइना यूथ डेवलपमेंट क्लब कमिना लाइब्रेरी न कोनबा अखोई की जगह सिना अयामबसु ओइना तौई दुगम तसेंग मखरोल इनो नरिबा सि रोम लाइकाय हावम मरक तोंगा तोंगा लेखे अदा लंबी से अखोइना अहनजिंग की माइकई दिगे अंगांसा अखोई मोइसु लंबी से क्योरिंग तो बाहागदा अखोई की नमसन बकोचन बगी मतम मम लेबनिना मसिन हाक्तंग अखोई खरे येंगे से सरकारसु तौरकनी हाबदि अखोई हौखिबा था मरी मंगा से अखोई ngaira laksar अखोई लनाई की सुरु मपा जित तारिब सिंग अंगम लेवल दा अखोई मागी पाम्पयम तौई.
In an effort to clamp down on drug trafficking and curb drug menace in the state under the state government's War on Drugs campaign, a combined team of Tawal Commando and a column of 16 Assam rifles arrested a drug peddler and seized around 838 grams of suspected brown sugar. The arrested has been identified Fundre Mayum Sagir Ahmad alias Achoba, aged 46 years, son of late MD Abdul Halim of Lilong Awang Laikai. Acting on the tip-off, the team led by Thobal Additional SP Operation O Wangkomba, Thobal Commando OC K Nitharanjan, under the overall supervision of SP Thobal Jogesh Chandra Haubizam, searched the residence of Sagir Ahmad at Lilong Mayai Laikai around 5:10 this morning. Inside a Maruti Alto bearing registration number MN04P3177 belonging to him, 55 soap cases containing suspected brown sugar weighing around 838 grams were recovered. The team arrested Sagir Ahmad around 6:50 a.m. The arrested, along with the seized items, has been handed over to Lilong Police Station for necessary legal action. adding that a case has also been registered and investigations are in progress. Rajya Sabha MP Sanajau Semba inaugurated a newly constructed Ima Nongabi shrine at Mungyamba Sabal at Kabo Wakching in Nambul constituency today. The event was organized by Loya Lakpa Thogallu. Speaking at the event, MP Sanajau Semba stressed the need to preserve and safeguard the age-old historical monuments constructed by the ancestor, adding that the same will facilitate the youths in learning about their true identity and history of the state. He expressed concern over the Meitei community being under threat of extinction in the event of failure to preserve the monuments depicting the identity of the Meitei. He also expressed dismay over the prevailing drug abuse in the state and asserted that many have lost their lives owing to the same. He further sought support and cooperation from the masses in preserving the historical monuments left by the forefathers. Sanajau Sembo also assured to extend necessary financial assistance from the MP Fund in all ritualistic events of the Ima Nongabi Shrine. On the occasion, members of Loya Lakpa Thogallup also submitted a memorandum demanding steps to safeguard the Mungyang Yangba Shrine and Ima Nongabi Shrine under the Historical Monument Act. Former Union Minister Padma Shri Thongnaujam Chauba, former Councillor of Nambol Municipal Council C.J. Kunjeshwari, former Councillor Chandam Bikramjit, Selungba of Loya Lakpa Thogallup, Nongthongbam Ibopisak, and President of Modern Club Kabo Wakching, Sanabam Romeshwar, were present on the occasion.
Sigi sana sangen si sangare aduna sahabiba chahi gi oina ekoi lamta gi mangani pan si ima gi ira thorom no tursu dongane na tapi masi yamna phare masi adu gamiba gi masida dum lepiu madugi akhang hai ekoi maibam bi akhang hai pera na singbas gi khudong ja daba gi darkar le la gi ai sara ko de gi madu su ai matam cha na dum paw khong na gi pinam khong na jage aduga ai maro ina thamjeni base ngasagi Bagi mari kubam sina historical monument eki makada protected mana thamluga su ima sigi mafam se kita masi ai mayam sumana punba kopa mama to bada kita long sing haibam sulai adu luksa saba adigi kanom tang tawga su singa simaksu wali tamina koi semena adu khana sine masi ai yama ko damu basanta kumar ko gi lamda masi su mun ko ba ai yama ga tana jaraga sida kari to go yage haiba simu su ai ta
Chief Minister N. Biren today clarified in the House that with the help of satellite mapping, a maximum number of border disputes have been settled along Indo-Myanmar border, except for the construction work for border wall fencing. For a stretch of about 350 meters near Kwata village, the rest has all been settled. N. Biren said. The leader of the House further informed that small fire tenders have been produced for use in congested lanes and localities as part of the modernization efforts under fire protection and control. Foam and CO2 fire extinguisher have also been procured. 93 crore projects proposal has been submitted as a part of fire protection and control modernization. Regarding transfer and posting of police personnel, Biren told the House that matters concerning transfers and posting can be amicably settled with the concerted efforts of all members of the House. He also suggested minimizing public pressures for a smooth implementation of transfers and posting matters. Upgradation of Manipur Police Training College will be taken up after approval from Home Ministry, which may take some time. Regarding War on Drugs campaign, the leader of the House maintained that specialized teams have been constituted for effective implementation of the campaign covering poppy plantation and trafficking of illegal drugs. Several drug manufacturing units have been busted in the state. Increase in in unaccounted villages and illegal immigrants in the state is a major cause for mass cultivation of poppy in the state. And Biren Singh continued that various alternative livelihood options for poppy cultivators have also been arranged, adding that alternative options should not be taken as a matter of right. He also stated that the government will not compromise anything on the issue of war on drugs campaign. Later, Leader of the House, Chief Minister N. Biren introduced 3 bills in the House: the Manipur Properties and Open Places Prevention of Defacement and Disfigurement Bill 2023, Bill number 1 of 2023, the Kaina Temple Board Bill 2023, Bill number 4 of 2023, and the Manipur Value Added Tax Third Amendment Bill 2023, Bill number 5 of 2023. Ministers T.H. Basantakumar Singh and Y. Kemchan also introduced the Dhanamanjuri University Amendment Bill 2023, Bill number 6 of 2023, and the Manipur Town and Country Planning 5th Amendment Bill 2023, Bill number 7 of 2023 respectively. A 3-day residential camp kick-off at Sorok Atingbi High School, Sorok Atingbi, Kunau in Jirbam district today. The camp is jointly organized by International Peace and Social Advancement IPSA and Kangleipak Students Association KSA. Retired SP Y. Asokumar, IPSA Advisor KH Chingkai Luang, Jimwak President TH Jini Sipoy Mutiny, Vice President N. Biren and M. Bisojit of Leihomi Lipunlup, Lakhipur were among those present at the event. The Election Commission of India ECI has banned exit polls in Meghalaya till 7 p.m. of February 27th day of polling. Besides, the ECI declared that no campaigning is allowed from 4 p.m. today. Chief Electoral Officer F.R. Kharkongor informed the same. The poll body further issued an advisory saying that mobile phones cannot be taken inside voting compartments of polling booths across the state. According to the CEO of the 3,419 polling booths of the state, 640 are identified as vulnerable, 323 are critical, and 84 are both. As many as 119 companies of the Central Armed Police Force CAPF have been deployed across the state ahead of the February 27 Assembly elections. Votes will be counted on March 2nd. A total of 53 observers, 20 general observers, 21 expenditure observers, and 12 police observers are on the job to ensure that the elections are free, fair, and peaceful. Over 21 lakh people will be eligible to decide the fate of 369 candidates, including 36 women. Now it's time for a short commercial break. Keep watching IS News.
Go Aviator Academy, Mapung Fana Aviation Tamnanabagi Mafam. Experience Lairaba Singna Takpi Tambiri. Lengsin Bilaksi, Aikoi Punna Taminarasi. Cabin crew amadi ground staff ki mangnanbu Mapung Fahana Nabagidamak same Saraba course.
Welcome back. You're watching IS Primetime English News. India reported just 180 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The new infections took the country's total caseload to over 4.46 crore, while active coronavirus caseload has increased to 2,090. As per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the death toll stands at 5,30,764 with no new deaths. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease has gone up to 4,41,52,945 with 106 recoveries in the last 24 hours. The country's recovery rate stands at 98.81%. Over 220.63 crore vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Top 3 states contributing maximum number of COVID-19 cases to India's tally are Maharashtra, Kerala, and Karnataka. Meanwhile, in the northeast India, Assam has the highest number of active cases, followed by Mizoram and Meghalaya. COVID-19 has infected over 67 crore 95 lakh, while more than 67 lakh 97,000 have succumbed to the dreaded coronavirus, and recoveries are above 65 crore 23 lakh. Globally, USA has the highest COVID-19 cases, followed by India and France. The U.S. Consulate General Kolkata, in association with non-profit Contact Base and the Department of Tourism, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, released a book titled The Arunachalis Living with Nature, documenting the cultural heritage of 17 indigenous communities of Arunachal Pradesh. The book release event was held at the State Guest House in Itanagar yesterday. The advisor to Minister of Tourism Arunachal Pradesh, Laisham Simai, and U.S. Consul General in Kolkata, Melinda Pavek, jointly released the book. Supported by the Ambassador's Fund for Cultural Preservation, AFCP, of the U.S. Department of State, the release of this book is part of a larger project titled Safeguarding of Traditional Culture and Lifestyle of Indigenous People in Arunachal Pradesh for Sustainable Development, which, with community participation, documented the living traditions of 17 indigenous communities of this northeast Indian state through 18 films, a website named www.arunachallivingHeritage.com, and the coffee table book US Speaking. At the event, Consul General Melinda Pavek said the United States is proud to support Arunachal Pradesh indigenous cultures, ensuring preservation of its heritage through our U.S. Ambassador's Fund for Cultural Preservation's AFCP. She further assured that the Ambassador's Fund continues to incorporate cultural preservation and protection into American diplomacy. The field research for the book was facilitated by the Department of Tourism, Government of Arunachal Pradesh. The project engaged more than 450 community representatives in mapping and actively participating in the documentation and conservation process through workshops across 39 locations. Now the sports news. United Clubs Organization of Bishnupur District, UCOBID, along with Mairapai Apunba Loop and Laimaro Loop, organized a Kang exhibition match at Kang Shanglan at Ningthau Khong Awang Kuno today. The match was held under the initiative of All Manipur United Clubs Organization, AMUKO. Secretary General of All Manipur United Clubs Organization, Dr. Norendro Thokchom, UCOBID President W. Basanta, MPAL President N. Thabal Leima, and General Secretary of Amawova, Bishnupur District, H. Sumila were present at the event. The inaugural match was played between MPAL and Laimaro Loop. The first Jiribam District Cricket Association T20 Trophy 2023 kick-off at Jiribam Multipurpose Sports Complex Ground in Vidyanagar today. All Jiribam Sports Association President M. Brajakanta, Jiribam Olympic Association President L. Ranjit Kumar, Jiribam District Cricket Association Secretary Joy Kumar were the dignitaries of the event. HL Club, Dibong team played against Rainbow Club, Islamabad team in the inaugural match, where in HL Club won the match by 57 runs. HL Club's player Somendro was adjudged man of the match. He received a cash prize of 500 rupees. Altogether, 12 teams are vying for the title of the tournament organized by Jiribam District Cricket Association. In tennis, the Indian pair Anirudh Chandrasekhar and N. Vijaya Sundar stormed into the doubles final in the Bengaluru Open ATP Challenger Tournament. The duo defeated fourth-seeded Indo-Austrian pair Arjun Kadhe and Max Newcris 7-6, 4-6, 10-2 at the KSLTA Stadium today. Anirudh and N. Vijay Sundar are the only Indians remaining in the tournament. They will play the final against the Taiwanese-Korean pair of Wai Shu and Wai Chuang tomorrow. Chennai FC capped up their Indian Super League ISL campaign with a thrilling 4-3 victory over Northeast United FC in their final league games of the Indian Super League ISL 2022-23 season at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. In the match played yesterday, the Marina Machhans scored goals from Rahim Ali, Kwame, Anirudh and Sajal Bag to secure a third straight victory for the first time this year and draw even with FC Goa in the standings. For the Highlanders, Parthi Gogoi scored another incredible goal and Wilmer Gill scored a brace, but it wasn't enough to win the game. With this emphatic victory in front of their home fans, Chennai FC capped off the Hero Indian Super League 2022-23 season by finishing in 8th position in the table with 27 points. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Nongthong Biren lauds state sportspersons for their contribution in sports sector, says they deserve highest honor and respect from all sections. 34-year-old man shot and injured by unidentified gunman in Imphal East District, undergoing treatment at Roch Medicity in critical condition. Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan stresses need for collective efforts of government and private sectors to boost healthcare sector. Meitei community across state observes Lamta Thangja, the first Saturday of Lamta month in Meitei lunar calendar, with ritualistic fervor. Dusty Kwagaital Ningthem Chakarong Road dug up as irate residents protest against inordinate delay in road repair work. And security forces clamp down on drug trafficking, arrest drug peddler and seize brown sugar at Lilong. That's all we have in this bulletin. Coming up next, we have IS Primetime Manipuri News at 9 p.m. Till then, good night.